You gotta stand for something, boy. Even if it's just on your mind, and you can't just get used to that type of shit and say, okay, this is how it is. At least in your mind, gotta be rebellious and shit like that, and know, nah, we gotta stand for something.
Live free and be happy, baby.
But let's get into this Venezuelan migrant issue in Chicago that's affecting the black community and other communities in different ways. I heard over east, I know over there they let a lot of the landlords, a lot of it's a lot of buildings over there. They let a lot of in them buildings over there. Cause you remember that video they showed when they first was letting them in when somebody was recording out their window and they was in like a abandoned building over there. And then they start getting them funds for it. So it's a lot of, and you already know how that area is anyway. Like as far as the just how down it is and the type of people around there and all that. So now they at war with well, I ain't gonna say at war because I don't know for sure with my own eyes, but they saying that they into it with the guys over there, the dudes over there, and killed one of the No Limit guys. So that shit crazy, man. Like you say, that shit happening all around the city. It's just now that with that No Limit thing, that's that because that it's more of a. I'm pretty. I don't know if the news reported it, but it's more of some street news and because of the person who got killed. So the streets reporting about it because it got something to do with No Limit.
The streets been reporting a lot of stuff, they been locking motherfuckers up north with pipes, locking motherfuckers up, robbing motherfuckers on the train, and they be coming back Venezuelan. But it's like, for some odd reason, it's like what niggas want to care about. It's like what they give a nigga what's in the algorithm to care about. But that shit is a problem. These niggas getting over here, they get about $10 in food stamps. They get free housing. Like, bro, we got homeless people out here that ain't got no 35. You feel me? $100 a month, none of that. Y'all ain't looking out for them. Shit fucked up. Then you don't know who these people is. How you gonna say that whole name and identity they got here? That ain't their name. This nigga name is motherfucking Joseph. Nigga, your name's supposed to be Rodriguez.
Right. So disrupting the black communities like that is already disrupted, but it's a culture that comes with Chicago that the people that live there know they bound. I was tripping when I seen I usually see black people asking for money. They got Venezuelans out there asking for money.
Man, thick ones too, Frida. You gotta question yourself. But you got a BBL and you got a motherfucking sign talking about Venezuela need money.
I just seen where it's been like dudes or whatever though, where it's just you know how it is when a black man step on another man's toes and nigga ready to beef with him. I ain't see that going on. I ain't see nobody checking them or saying this my corner or this where I usually be. That's crazy, but nigga quick to beef with each other as far as that type of stuff. But that come back from how a nigga was conditioned shit too. You see Mexicans or Hispanics here and there in certain neighborhoods, but man, niggas ain't used to seeing no motherfucker just come in their community and just.
The ones you see it, cause they in your shit, just like how y'all got them. Like y'all been having them. Like you was telling me when we was going over there about Motown and shit, you was like, man, they always been over here. So I just think about it like they're Americanized too. Y'all done fought them a couple times to where them certain little blocks of them Mexican gangs, y'all niggas got real respect for them niggas. Like, man, I grew up with that nigga right there. Like, you feel me? Like, shit like that. And that's the same thing with out west, because it is certain like like if you from like the North Avenues divisions, it is certain Mexican families that grew up on y'all blocks over there. So it's a different respect thing. But These motherfuckers speak English and shit like that, though, free. Now, we talk about Venezuelans. You talking about motherfuckers that like to sit on dope spots. So you know how the west side of Chicago moving. These niggas will sit right on the dope spot. We ain't gonna say no blocks, nothing. They gonna sit right on the dope spot, be out there, and niggas gonna be one-on-one. What's your? Like, whoa, that says a lot, bro. You a whole immigrant. You can't even speak English. Motherfucker, you at a we are disadvantaged with each other. How the fuck you can't even speak my language.
It's a universal language everybody know.
Moolah, money.
No, that too. I'm talking about anger, or if you know, when you gotta check somebody or something like that, that energy, like,
yeah.
cause it's a little more patience and that, you know, and I hope it ain't overall. I try not to speak in general and shit, but
No, it ain't. I can't say it's all of them, but at the end of the day, bro.
if they sitting on a dope spot, bro, a nigga can't sit on no dope spot.
Hell no. They getting high. Then you gotta realize though, this
Yeah,
Venezuelan
you right.
shit, is way different than what we used to. Because even with all of them coming, they not together. I seen a video motherfucking in K-Town, bro. Right on like Gladys somewhere, nigga. It was like 20 on 20, right by the school that we did the march at on by Cosner. It was about 20 on 20, them Venezuelans hitting each other in the head.
A demonstration, not a march, bro.
Okay, the demonstration, whatever. Nigga, cut this shit out. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you want to call it, nigga. We was out there wasting our time playing with some people that wasn't about what we was about. But now back to the story at hand. These niggas out there, gang, they out there swinging, niggas getting hit in the head with shovels. These motherfuckers was gang banging. They was fighting. Now, with that type of shit, we don't know these Venezuelans. It's about 15 gangs probably amongst all the motherfuckers. Them niggas tripping with each other too. It's some
Right.
shit going on. It's some shit that shouldn't have touched Chicago. Chicago got enough problems with them and Lord them and folks them and GD, BD, Fo, all that. Niggas is crazy in Chicago already. So you added another evil entity. Yeah, it's fucked up. Everybody going to hell around this motherfucker.
Living in hell around this motherfucker. Different gangs. That could be the same gangs they was fighting, or you know, just like it's like going to jail or some shit like that, or going somewhere. You know how you go somewhere and you see your enemy from way back, or you know them, or this gang from back in Venezuela and shit like that, and they was your enemies there. That shit crazy, man. Cause like you 20, man, that's crazy as hell. Cause I ain't even know about no shit like that going on where they fighting and each other and shit like. But it ain't hard to imagine. Now that you said it, for sure. But that shit crazy, bro. I ain't surprised that they let motherfuckers in our communities and shit, or our so-called community. But just the fact that they just letting them in and shipping them and dropping them off, you gotta stand for something, boy. Even if it's just on your mind, and you can't just get used to that type of shit and say, okay, this is how it is. At least in your mind, gotta be rebellious and shit like that, and know, nah, we gotta stand for something. Every day is supposed to be somebody, and that's what, man. People that don't, what donations come in, people got all this money and shit. It could be something put behind a motherfucking daily emphasis to whoever it gotta be on to make sure this shit can't happen like that. Or motherfuckers get equal value on the same shit. They come and get knowledge. Even for the homeless people and people like that, man, somebody gotta stand up for that shit. You can get these motherfuckers free everything. And that shit ain't got nothing to do with race either, as far as like white or black or none of that. Homeless people in general that been in Chicago or these different places.
There's people that fought for this country that's been living under Wagon Drive probably for the last 10 years. Y'all ain't did shit for them people.
Live free and be happy, baby.